Hi guys, so this is a follow-up video to me getting my Audi back from the dealer. I've actually had it back a couple of days already, and the pedals have been changed, as you can see. New brake pedal and new accelerator pedal. The whole cluster was actually changed, and in order to do that they had to take the entire brake booster out of the car inside, because this pedal assembly is actually attached from inside the firewall to the interior of the car, and then there's one bolt that holds it inside here at the top over there. So I'm very happy to report that my pedal is no longer moving. It's pretty robust, and it's in there. It's not loose, it's not rattling anymore, and it feels absolutely great. I must say the Audi dealer did a really good job. And then the other thing that they saw to, or tended to, was I just want to start the car up so that you guys can see. Let's just switch off the DVR. Thank you. So if we start the car up now, what used to happen is the tachometer used to go up when you started and then go right down almost to that first line down there, and then back up again, and then back down again, and then back up. So it would take a while to stabilize. And I'll tell you now what was the cause of the problem. So if I start it up, you can see there's no more, fluctuation. It was fluctuating pretty bad. It was pretty bad, and I need to put some gas in my car. So the exhaust note is pretty good now. There's no more skip or miss in the idle. It's weird to think that this could actually do that, but what was causing it was actually a dirtle throttle valve, or as they call it, a throttle body. But there's a little flap in the throttle that opens and closes, and what was happening is it was dirty and carbon deposits had built up inside it. So when I started the car and the car was trying to idle, the flap couldn't quite close completely. It would close and then hit back open, close and hit back open, and as a result of that, it was causing the RPM to jump up and down, the needle to jump up and down, and with it the RPM. And then what was happening is the ECU was trying to compensate for all of this by changing the air-fuel ratio. So it left the ECU pretty busy. It was quite busy during this time, and I've been living with a car like that for about a year now actually, and it's just been getting progressively worse and worse and worse. So what I'd recommend is, if your car is suffering from that, do have it seen to, have it done. The other thing that was done is they had to replace the CV joints on the car again. Now I used WAG CV joints on the car, and they were they failed. Hi Dash. They failed, and it's going to get inside. And Dash loves cars. He loves cars. Hey Dash. Come on Dash. I want to get inside. And Dash especially loves this car. I don't know why. He just loves to lie in the parcel shelf at the back where the speakers are and just chill. So I guess the CV joints were probably not fitted properly. Either that or they failed. They just failed. But the dealer did the CV joints, they did the throttle body cleaning, and and they did the pedal for me, and that all came to around about $400, actually less than that, about $350, you know, in labor, because I supplied the pedal assembly, and I supplied the CV joints as well, because I wasn't going to fit genuine CV joints because they're just too expensive. You know, my car is pretty old, and I do like to fit genuine parts to my car, but when it comes to something like that, I'm just not prepared to spend $500 a piece. That's $1,000 for 2 CV joints, and it's just $1,050 for the entire drive shafts. So I don't know how Audi do their pricing in this country, but someone screwed up, and I did bring it to their attention, and they said to me, well, that's the price, take it or leave it. So I left it, and I just hope that the second set of WAGs are going to do their job. Now, I have taken the failed set I took back to the place where I bought them, to the auto parts store, and I'm hoping that they've sent them away to have them checked out to see why they failed. They were making a very, very loud clucking noise when I was making U-turns, and this just 6 months down the line, so it wasn't very good. So I'm hoping that they do come back and say, you know, they found the fault, and that they do credit me. I mean, I didn't really pay much for them, I guess. You know, 2 CV joints were the equivalent to about $80 or $70, I think. The exchange rate keeps changing here. So, having said that, I think, you know, I'm hoping to get my money back, and I'm hoping that the set that are on my car now don't fail. But all I can say is my car is driving like a brand new car. The next thing that I'm going to have done, and I took the car down this morning to, you know, early this morning, I took it down to an auto trimmer, and they're going to redo the steering wheel, because I don't know if you can see this, but the steering wheel, the color has come off the leather, and I think because of that, when I'm driving, it gets very sticky. Like here, it's very tacky. It hasn't got a nice feel. So what I've asked them to do is I want them to make a join here and a join over there, and I want this top piece to be alcantara or suede, and then this portion here to be leather, and then this bottom portion over here to be suede as well. And they've said to me they have to remove the old cover off the steering wheel, and they said to me not to worry, their leather is pretty thick, so I'll have a nice thick bulky steering wheel to hold on to. So the big job for me, I'm taking the steering wheel off before it gets done. I'm going to just drive down there with my Jag and drop the steering wheel off. So I got to get this airbag off, and I watched some videos on YouTube to see how you remove the steering wheel, and also how to get the airbag off. And what you first got to do is disconnect the battery, either the negative terminal or both the negative and the positive terminal. Hi Dash. What do you want? Hey, what you want? Hey Dash. And what you got to do is right over here there's a T30 bolt, and on this side as well there's a T30 in there. You've got to undo those, and they're pretty tight. They've been put on there with Loctite, so I know I'm going to be in for a real battle. And then once you get the airbag cover off, you've got to unclip the, you know, the hooter, the horn pad, you know, wire, and you've got to unclip the connection for the airbag. And then you take this off, and then there's a big center T50 Torx bolt holding the steering wheel in place. Now that bolt can only be used 5 times, so it's already been used once now, having been fitted on the car by the factory. So it'll be the second time it gets used when I have the steering wheel done. So if the steering wheel has to come off in the future, it can only be used another 3 times, and then you've got to chuck it away and fit a new one. That is according to Audi. So I won't mess with that. Come Dash. Come Dash. So yeah, so by next week, Wednesday, I will do another video on the steering wheel. You will see a new steering wheel in my car, and basically then I want to recondition the leather, even though the leather is good, but it needs reconditioning. It needs a bit of leather feed or something to make it nice again, make it nice and supple. So yeah, that's basically it. These carpet sets, by the way, I bought on eBay, and they look pretty dirty right now because I've been in and out of the car all morning. They have S-line on them, and I got them, and they also have the clips here. I got them on eBay from a place in the UK, and they also fit in the back. Now see, the back is not actually clipped in because they washed the car at the dealer, and I just want to... This fits underneath this portion of the seat. Sorry about that. There we go. So I can just clip them back in there, and nicely clipped in. I see that side hasn't been clipped in either. I'll do that now. So yeah, you know, these are very, very good carpets, and I've still got my originals, but they're pretty badly worn, especially the fronts. So I bought new ones on eBay, and I'm very, very happy with these. So I'll put the link in the description if you're interested, and you can check them out. So thanks for watching, and I'll keep you updated.